By the way, when we're setting up trust for the benefit of a child, whether that child is a spendthrift or has alcohol or addiction issues, the standard procedure is that for that particular child, when the parent passes away, that child with addiction issues, spendthrift issues, they don't get their share outright.
Mm-mm. No, they do not.
Their share stays in trust for their benefit. It is doled out to them over a number of years, potentially for the rest of their life.
Yes.
And what kind of options do you give the clients as far as how that money will be doled out to them?
So I told clients that it's their plan, but you can do it where they receive a monthly allowance, annual allowance, an allowance based on, especially if the concern is about an adult child who has addiction issues, whether that be alcohol and drugs. I've had clients who want them to test, every 6 months that they're clean and they're living a clean life in order to receive this benefit. Sometimes it may be just a spendthrift issue. So it's, hey, when they reach this age, they can have a portion. They reach this age, they can have another portion or the balance. So it's definitely something that we can customize to fit the client's need and the need of the child. And I let people know you do have options, and we typically will talk through many options before we arrive on one.
At the end of the day, what our clients are looking for their children, no matter what, whether spendthrifts, alcohol, addiction issues, is they want to make sure that their child has a roof over their head and they're safe.
They're safe, yes.
So when the parents have passed away, the trustee doesn't have to give all the monthly allowance to the child. The trustee can pay directly, pay their rent, pay their insurance, pay their cell phone bill, pay their doctors, etc. So again, making sure they have a safe life, roof over their head, but not too much money, not too much spending money,
right? Cash
to get
on
themselves
hand.
in trouble.
Exactly.
Okay, I've personally experienced that with not my children, but with parents who have one way are giving their money, a little bit too much money to the kids, or the trustee giving a little bit too much money to the kids, and you can see like a quick downhill with what they use that money for. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, when you're setting up a trust for the benefit of your child, spendthrift, alcohol addiction issues, sometimes it's easier for the parents when they're setting this up and say, look, give that child $2,000 a month or as much as they need, or $1,000 a month. And that makes it a little bit easier for the trustee.
Right.
Sometimes we set it up that they're directing the trustee to give it to that child in 10 equal annual installments or 15 equal annual installments.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it, here's the point I'm trying to make. When the parent is setting up this trust, and by the way, they're gonna appoint one of their golden children to be the trustee over the other child that's got the addiction, alcohol issues. They're going to try and make it as easy as possible for the golden child, and that's a way to make it easier for them is to give them the amount of the monthly allowance, $2,000, or tell them 10 equal annual installments. That will take a lot of the burden off the golden child as far as managing this trust, and that's the way we typically recommend it to people. We got a lot of options that we go through with people.
We do, yes, to cater it to their need.
I want to go back to make one more point about when we're talking about setting up a trust for children with alcohol or addiction issues. When people are talking about trusts out there, they're all talking about the same thing, a revocable living trust.
Correct.
Most people are using this trust for the purpose of avoiding probate. When we set up these trusts for the clients who have children with alcohol and addiction issues, they're still a revocable living trust. They're still using it for the purpose of avoiding probate. We're just adding a second purpose to this trust, and that is manage the money on behalf of the child with addiction or alcohol issues, even after mom and dad have passed away.
Right.
With a standard revocable living trust, no child with alcohol or addiction issues, it is over within a few months of mom and dad passing away. Settle the trust, pay the bills, pay the final income tax returns, turn the money over to the beneficiaries, we're done. When you set up this trust for the benefit of a child that has alcohol or addiction issues or spendthrift issues, that trust might go on for many, many, many years after mom and dad have passed away.
Absolutely, yes.
And I think people get that, and people are certainly interested in avoiding probate, and that's at the Olsen Law Group. We're all about helping people to avoid probate.
Absolutely. Easy ways, or if we have to use a living revocable trust, but the goal at the end of the day is to avoid probate.
Yeah, sometimes we're using either easy methods to avoid probate. Sometimes we're using a living trust to avoid probate. If people want to know what should I be using, simple tools or living trust to avoid probate, all it takes is a very quick conversation with us, and we can help them figure that out. Hey, folks, we've got lines open for your legal questions right now,